The greatest advancement in medicine was not the invention of MRI scan or the first heart transplant surgery. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest advancement that has saved more lives than any medical procedure is being the simple and overlooked practice of washing hands with clean water.
A study conducted by the Center for Disease Control and UNICEF found that improvements in sanitation and water quality globally have reduced death rates from infectious hand-transmitted diseases such as cholera and pneumonia by over 65%.
As Enactus University of Zimbabwe, we have acknowledged that sanitation is important, and thus we've taken on a multifaceted project that attempts to promote and address issues of sanitation, while it's implementing entrepreneurial action to create sustainable business models, all this complemented by innovation.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nyashadzashe.
My name is Patrick Ndowa.
And I am Stacey Nyamasoga.
Presenting project Sanitix.
Sanitation problems manifest in different ways in Zimbabwe. One notable and alarming problem is the lack of access to clean drinking water and tap water in systems in urban areas through operational discharge and clean water, to the fact that there have been difficulties in accessing water purification chemicals. This is the case despite the fact that the World Health Organization recommends that every person should have access between 50 to 100 liters of water per day to ensure that the most basic needs are met and the outbreak of disease is curbed.
The population in middle and low density suburbs have resorted to the installation of boreholes and both household and community level. The high density areas largely have no means to afford the construction of these structures. The few community boreholes drilled by NGOs and bore wishers often end up being obsolete and abandoned due to lack of servicing and monitoring. Residents end up depending solely on unclean tap water and other unsafe water bodies for consumption and other uses. Consequently, this has caused poor health in these communities, and on regular intervals, the nation has witnessed outbreaks of waterborne diseases like typhoid and cholera in 2008, 2018, 2019, and 2020.
Looking at the problem on the global scale, over 790 million people lack access to clean drinking water. Consequently, waterborne disease causes an estimated 840,000 deaths each year. The problem is much worse in sub-Saharan Africa, with up to 330 million people without access to clean drinking water. Upon realizing these troubling statistics, we decided to step right into our local communities facing similar problems.
We conducted our needs analysis in Headcliff, where we carried out our baseline survey through desktop research, interviews, and questionnaires. From this interaction with community members, we noted that 87% of the community had no access to clean drinking water, which brought us to a conclusion that there was an urgent need for a lasting and reliable solution, and hence we introduced to you the Sanitized Reverse Osmosis Kit. Our innovation is a water treatment kit that is powered by the kinetic and gravitational energy of water that it purifies. This is eco-friendly energy. The kit is manufactured from recyclable materials and contains organic filters and other specialized features. It is fortified with a natural habitat material, a sponge guard, and an efficient and natural plant filter.
The kit works by cultivating large, visible particles, organic matter, and sand in postage treatment process. It can serve up to 10 people with a bearing capacity of up to 300 liters per day. Satisfying SDG number 3 and 6, this mechanism was developed at the University of Zimbabwe, making use of our human resources from the engineering faculty within the team. We secured a partnership with the university to make use of the water facilities for production.
Upon completion of the development stage of our water purification, we then had to move on to the testing stage so as to receive accreditation from the relevant authorities for our product to go to the market. This is the point where the team first needs to be get ready. Unfortunately, this crucial stage coincided with the onset of the coronavirus outbreak, and therefore our projects await the results from the external world testing bodies. Despite this setback, we remained resolute and decided to push through this job.
We thus saw it fit to address the menstrual health challenges faced by women and girls due to poverty. Women and girls in the global south lack adequate sanitation and menstrual hygiene. In Zimbabwe, about 72% of menstruating girls do not use sanitary pads of access to adequate menstrual hygiene. There have been a number of internship programs that have sprung up in an effort to address this challenge.
These efforts have mainly been concentrated on providing reusable pads as an alternative to disposable pads. These programs have at times overlooked the fact that, in addition to pads, women and girls require clean water and proper sanitation.
These are all problems that we felt needed to be solved as they have created a burden on the girl child. Ultimately, we believe that improved sanitation leads to improved health, and that better health leads to better communities.
In 2015, the Enactus University of Zimbabwe team conducted a project which involved the manufacturing and distribution of sanitary pads in rural areas. Continuing our quest of inspiring change through our continued engagement of the Heathcliff community, we realized that the same problem of menstrual hygiene and management practices which was being faced in the rural communities was also prevalent in the urban high-density communities. We revamped our business model and made improvements in our distribution model, and in order to penetrate urban areas in need.
Menstruating women are largely excluded from public and family life and often use harmful materials for menstrual management. Through further research, engaging women and girls in active, they identified 4 main problems that affect women during their menstrual cycle.
These include a lack of access to affordable sanitary products and sanitation facilities, cultural practices, misinformation around menstruation, and lastly, an absence of menstrual hygiene education, which would support safer practices and reduce stigma.
The next phase of our sanitary pad project involved looking at dealing with the problems young girls face in managing their menstrual hygiene by providing them with eco-friendly, reusable pads. Our project was accompanied with a period tracker, which enabled the girls to plan and note down their experiences during their menstrual cycle.
Nelisa, a 22-year-old student at the University of Zimbabwe, became our main participant. As Enactus was stepped in to empower her by monetizing her passion and talent for sewing. As partners, we were able to manufacture reusable pads at a production cost of 50 cents per pad. In total, we produced 600 pads, and through our partnership with Health and Love Trust, a partnership in which we acted as a supplier, Health and Trust went on to distribute the pads in Blackcliff and other high-density communities around the city.
As a way to finance our project, we hosted a calendar in collaboration with the Student Representative Council and we received $150 share after deducting expenses. The man was, however, not adequate. Therefore, as the Enactus users, we then came up with the initiative of inviting students to come watch project presentation. And if interested in being part of the project, they will contribute $1 through a model we called Sanitize with $1. Through this model, the club managed to raise $200.
To help remove the stigma around menstruation, we set out to create platforms and awareness campaigns to encourage more women to open up and speak up on their experiences through social media and through partnerships with organizations such as Say What and Health and Trust Lab. We are proud to say our project has produced a direct impact of about 600 girls and women and an indirect impact of 4,000 people. And we can say we have made steps into resolving SDG number 3 and number 6.
The COVID-19 pandemic has brought the world to its knees. It has changed how we view our usual interconnected world, and it has disrupted the world's social and economic activities. The commercial and social spheres of our society have had to adapt to the situation and embrace the situation as it is the new normal. Zimbabwe currently sits at 26 deaths and 1,000 plus cases. Lockdowns have been used to curb the spread of the virus, and social distancing policies have been implemented with no known cure in sight. The world anticipates an escalation of the situation.
With the lives of people at stake, we could not sit back. We decided to be involved in different interventions that are fighting the coronavirus. Firstly, our team volunteered to be part of the University COVID-19 Response Task Force, which is an initiative that has to date produced 100,000 liters of hand sanitizer and produced over 200,000 masks.
The task force has also participated in activities such as disinfecting university facilities and conducting safety and protection awareness initiatives that have helped students and staff protect themselves from the virus.
Beyond this, we have set out to develop another project to address problems that came with the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic had the effect of showing us the importance of access to healthcare and reliable information. As such, we saw it free to bring the healthcare to the masses and came up with the Medical Farmers Finder, which utilizes the concept of telemedicine.
Telemedicine is the use of telecommunications technology to facilitate healthcare through an online web-based platform. With the current upsurge in COVID-19 cases, it has become extremely dangerous and difficult for patients in need of medication to visit each and every proximate pharmacy in the CBD and surrounding suburbs. With MedClick, patients are able to locate pharmacies which have procured their drug of need, their locations, and directions for their convenience.
Other subsidiary services that MedClick include safety and health tips, local and global health tips. The health sector being heavily regulated, we have been engaging the Medical Control Authority of Zimbabwe and the Pharmacist Society of Zimbabwe on how to continue our project within the confines of the law.
Not to derail progress and be detached from the communities where we serve, we have been doing awareness campaigns through Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp, spreading information to creating awareness on mental health and how to deal with the depressive state of environment introduced by COVID-19 restrictions.
Through the dedication of our 57-member team, we have invested over 10,000 hours and made over 12,000 steps towards providing improved solutions to the challenges that arise as a result of menstrual hygiene and menstrual management practices.
We directly impacted over 2,000 people and indirectly impacted over 14,000 people. From an initial investment of $350, we made a profit of $167. Through technology and true to our motto this year, we have indeed shaped the future and created value and opportunity through entrepreneurial action.
Good health is one of life's greatest blessings. Our endeavors is to promote good hygiene, safe and sustainable and eco-friendly sanitation by our drops in the ocean of the change we aim to impose in our communities. For if we do not ask the question that need asking, we will.
If we do not conceive the ideas that ooze innovation and use it for the betterment of the community, who will? We are change makers. We are boundary pushers. We are
Enactus University of Zimbabwe.